right now, in this time around, I have decided to give my full support to the Ineos because of what I'm seeing around. Listen to me. Anytime you see me come out with this book, I have already go inside, make inquiries, and come out. And if I'm talking from my book, from this book of record, if I'm talking from this book of record, I'm giving you accuracy, everything that happens as it is. I'm not going to frame or tell you any stories. Now, the reason why I said I have decided to give my support to the Ineos, and I want all my United fans to do the same, is because these people have started building Manchester United the right direction Man United is supposed to go. The only thing Man United need right now is a result in the pitch. But if it is something that has to do outside the pitch, the Ineos are doing better. Now, let me tell you, starting from number one, when the Ineos sack all the workers, a lot of people complain. I also complain. But you will agree with me that most of those workers were SS workers. There were SS in requirement. Like, let me use now, in the dressing room of Manchester United dressing room, those who arrange players' kits and keep them in their wardrobe so that when the players come, they will sit down in their own seat, in their own name, dress up for the match or for warm-up, anything. Man United is supposed to have at least 10 workers or 20 workers that will be doing this. But Man United employ over 70 workers that will be doing that job. A job that 20% can do, 70% are doing it. So when the Ineos came, they see that these things are too much. They have to reduce from that aspect. Then again, Man United also have people, many steward. In Old Trafford, we have 75,000 capacity in Old Trafford. Now, the steward, for example, can be at least 1,000 steward or 2,000 steward. But if you come to Old Trafford, we will have over like 5,000 steward. What are they doing? What are the other numbers doing? Even with the 2,000, it's even bigger. Why is it more than 2,000? So those are the people that the Ineos cramp out of duty because it is SS. Now, Man United have a lot of journalists who is working in the club, but also doing their business somewhere. They only show in the club, they only show up in the club once in a while to do eye service. And when they do that eye service, they will go back and continue their business. Now, when the Ineos arrive, they find those people and they sack all of them and reduce the number and keep it to the number that's supposed to be in that journalist room, and tell them that you must report to the team, to this club every day. You must report to the duty every day, and you must be seen to the end of your working hour. If your working hour is 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., that is what you will be doing. 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. If your working hour is 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., that is what we'll be doing. We don't want to hear that we look for you in your office and you are not there. So that was what all the things that the Ineos did to save Manchester United excess spending of money. Now, issue of transfer. Now, when Man United were called, because the people, the intermediaries know that Man United loves spending big on players. That was the reason why they were pushing Man United on Victor Gyökeres deal. They are pushing Man United. Now, when Man United was called to come for Victor Gyökeres, the first thing they did was to ask Victor Gyökeres where his loyalty lies. Is it in Man United or Arsenal? The guy opened up and said, I'm going to Arsenal. They withdraw from that matter. That was the end of it. So every other thing you are seeing, the medias are posting, they just want to cash out. That was when the Ineos withdraw from that deal. And since then, they have bring the tradition that says player must say, yes, I want to join Man United before they can sign him, which is the wonderful thing I have ever seen the Ineos do. Now, that is the same thing with Benjamin Sesko. If it is where Man United before, when they hear that the guy is available, they will go and bid 100 million for the guy head, give the guy 400 a week. The guy will have no option to come to Man United, just like the way they did to Di Maria deal. PSG was going, they were coming. They have to outbid PSG and took Di Maria. Just one season, Di Maria now go to PSG on a cheaper rate. Man United have to sell Di Maria on a cheaper rate. Because the guy just came for the money, collect the money for 1 year, now join PSG where he want to play. So they don't want that kind of story to be repeating in Manchester United again. Then that is the same thing that happens to the deal of Brian Mbomo. I know a lot of you will come into the comment section and tell me why is Mbomo deal took a long time. Yes, the reason why Brian Mbomo deal took a long time is because these people don't want to sell. Brentford don't want to sell Mbomo to Man United. But the guy want to join Man United. So now, Man United have to ask the guy, do you really want to play for us? He said yes. Man United said, then anything it can take us to sign you, we are going to do it. They came with 55 million and 5 in add-on. Brentford rejected. They came with 60 million. Brentford rejected. Say that they value Mbomo as the same thing we signed Mateus Cunha, which is 62.5 million. Man United said, okay, no problem. They bring the 62.5, they still reject it. Man United brings 65, they still reject it. Now, they hear that Elanga is going from Nottingham Forest to Newcastle with the same amount, 55 million. And they hear that Noni Madueke is going to Arsenal from Chelsea in a big amount. They now say that, okay, Brian Mbomo, who scored 20 goals, and all these players who could not even score 10 goals are going in such amount of money. Why are we selling our own cheap? They decided to tell Man United that they are not going to accept the 65 million, that it has to be 70 million. Man United, just because the player want to join, Man United have to now go back, discuss among themselves, come with that 70 million. Now, were you not surprised that in the morning when the deal was announced, it was announced that Man United is paying 71 million? Because Brentford insists that Man United must also add money from the one they have already made official request. And they even called Chelsea to enter the deal that night. But Man United, because of the player side, they have to wrap up the deal and then close that matter. Now, the issue of Benjamin Sesko have arrived. If you see the way Man United are handling it, you will clap hand for Manchester United. Even though Newcastle went and make a bid for Benjamin Sesko, Man United feel relaxed. They don't want to make any bid for a player that have not chosen them, which is the most fantastic thing I have ever heard Man United are doing. You cannot make a bid for a player that doesn't want to join you. And again, Man United are making sure that all the salaries of their players are not over 300 million. Nobody Man United is signing this season will collect 300 million in their book. That is what Man United are making sure it will never happen again. Because if it is what Man United of before, Brian Mbomo will be eating 300. Martin Cunha will be in 300. Even Man United right now are moving out all the players that have eaten 300 and working nothing in Man United. There is a lot to say about this. I will come for the part 2. This one is part 1. I will return for part 2. For now, let's move.